What's up, guys? This is Plot Twist YouTube here, and today I'm here with a topic that I've always wanted to do a deep dive about, but I don't see too many people doing, so I thought it would be fun to do and see if we can delve a little bit deeper into why Vegeta did what he did in the Cell Saga, mainly letting Cell absorb Android 18. Before I do that, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe, run those numbers up. I got more topics, more videos on the way. Let's get into it. Vegeta is one of my favorite characters in all of anime, and in my personal opinion, he has had the best character arc in all of anime. Akira Toriyama did a great job at showing us a man experiencing change. But today, we're going to talk about, in my opinion, one of the lowest points in the life of Vegeta, which is the Cell Saga. So the first point I want to make is I don't think people really understand how bad Vegeta's pride was shot. Before Vegeta got to Earth, he knew he wasn't the strongest person in the universe, of course, because it was people like Frieza and King Cold being around, but at least he thought, no, I'm pretty sure he knew he was the strongest Saiyan alive. He held the Prince of All Saiyans title highly. He stood very firm on the ranking system on planet Vegeta. As you can see, when he constantly refers to Goku, and sometimes even Raditz, even Bardock, as a low-class Saiyan, thinking he shouldn't even be able to possess powers that comes close to his, let alone rivals it. As you can see, he was utterly surprised when Goku's Kamehameha was able to rival his Gallic Gun. While Goku wasn't able to finish him with it, it did do significant damage, to the point he had to resort to his Ozaru form. Like I said, Goku didn't finish him, but it did hurt his pride more than anything. He maybe could have finished Goku, but he wasn't able to. He got hit by a spirit bomb, his tail got cut by Yajirobe, and he was crushed by Gohan's Ozaru form. And to top it off, Goku even spared him. All that combined damaged his pride more than anything. As you see, when he went back to Frieza's ship, he was on a mission. The next reason that I want to get into of why Vegeta did what he did is that being Goku turning Super Saiyan before him and avenging the Saiyans before him. With all the things that were already slowly chipping away at Vegeta's pride, this definitely put a big dent in it. Imagine being born into slavery, working for a tyrant all your life, only to try to get revenge and then fail. That was the case with Vegeta. And then that same lower class Saiyan that you previously just lost to, in the term I use loosely, but imagine him being able to do what you couldn't, which was avenge the Saiyans and defeat Frieza. Vegeta thought the only way he could defeat Frieza was if he used the Dragon Balls. Do you understand what that means? Vegeta truly thought the only way he could defeat Frieza is if he achieved immortality and was able to die over and over again until he eventually wore Frieza out, or maybe he would keep getting Zenkai boosts until he was strong enough to defeat Frieza. Either way, Vegeta knew by normal means, it was no way that he could defeat Frieza. And keep in mind, this is only Frieza's first form. The same first form that eliminated Planet Vegeta with only one finger and one supernova blast, not even at full power. That, and him knowing deep down that Goku was the legendary Super Saiyan, and him defeating Frieza, something he couldn't do, is probably 90% of the reason why he did this. So the last point that I want to get into for this video is Vegeta seeing if he can finally measure up to Goku. And I'm talking about Vegeta smack dab in the middle of the Android / the Cell Saga. So roughly a year and 9 months has passed since the events of Namek, and Vegeta has finally landed back on Earth and is here to stay for his own personal reasons. So far, in his own perspective, he has taken L after L. Went as far as the search for Goku throughout space, unsuccessfully. He's at a desperate moment in his life, because he doesn't know if Goku is dead after the explosion on Namek. He still doesn't know if he even measures up to Goku, and he'll never know if he'll get that long-fated rematch between them. So, of course, Frieza then comes to Earth, and he sees yet another Super Saiyan. Granted, this is his son from the future, but he doesn't know that at the time. All he sees is someone else who achieved yet a height he still couldn't reach. More dents in his pride. So we fast forward and Vegeta finally achieved Super Saiyan. And he finally thought he did it. He finally thought he caught up to Goku. And he even just swiftly defeated the android that Goku just lost to. Now granted, Goku did have a heart virus. But at the time, Vegeta felt as if he was the strongest being and Saiyan alive. Of course, I do have to add that shortly after that, Piccolo did fuse with Kami and surpass Vegeta. But of course, when Vegeta went into the room of space and time, he did yet again surpass Piccolo. So at that time, he probably did think he was the strongest Saiyan alive, especially after coming out the hyperbolic time chamber. Now, I do want to get into Vegeta and the hyperbolic time chamber because him not training with Trunks and training alone was probably the most detrimental thing he could have done for himself during the Cell Saga. Now, I don't think this is canon, but I do love how in the anime they showed us Trunks and Vegeta in the hyperbolic time chamber, and they also showed us Goku and Gohan in the hyperbolic time chamber. And you see such the vast differences between how the two are training in there. You see in the room of space and time that Goku and Gohan are actually learning from each other and teaching each other lessons. Goku is doing more of the teaching, but he is also picking up things from Gohan as well, whereas Trunks and Vegeta are just in the time chamber training separately. And you have to keep in mind, at this point, Trunks has never even had a formal teacher other than Gohan. Gohan was only trained by Piccolo, so he could only teach Trunks but so much. So if they would have trained together, they might have realized that the way they were going about Super Saiyan wasn't the way to go about it. While Vegeta was worried about getting stronger, and Trunks as well, through imitating Vegeta, Goku and Gohan were worried about mastering Super Saiyan. They wanted to maintain their stamina while in the Super Saiyan state, so that when it came time to get stronger, all they had to worry about was just growing stronger and not losing any of their speed. We have to keep in mind, this was Vegeta's pride at play. Vegeta, up until this point, still looked at Goku as a rival and someone to beat and not someone to grow stronger with. I say that to say that at this point, Vegeta doesn't need anybody. I mean, he's staying at Capsule Corporation and he's around the Z Fighters, but he doesn't really value them. He doesn't value anything but his own strength. Now we get to the main part of this topic. Why did Vegeta let Cell absorb Android 18? I've seen a lot of different opinions and perspectives on this topic, so I just wanted to give my opinion and my perspective. And I personally feel is that Vegeta let Cell absorb Android 18 because Vegeta just wanted to prove once and for all that he was better than Goku. Up until this point, many don't like to talk about it, and we can talk about technicalities, but Vegeta has never really straightened up, beat Goku, or proven that he was better than Goku. So this is the one opportunity staring him dead in his face that he's better than Goku once and for all. And it really all goes back to the training in the hyperbolic time chamber. If Vegeta would have realized the drawbacks that his new form would have brought, I don't think he would have rushed head first into fighting Perfect Cell. I think he would have took his dub while he was ahead, and I think he would have went ahead and finished off semi-Perfect Cell. I think that form really plays a big part into the whole mindset of Vegeta. He initially thought power was everything, so he thought if he focused on power and nothing else, that would save him in the end, not knowing that it's many other things you have to focus on if you want to be a complete fighter. This was really just Vegeta trying to redeem his pride in his own way. He was training at 450 times gravity, finally unlocking Super Saiyan, and now he felt like he was going to take the victory, save the day, prove to him, to Goku, and to everybody else that he was the greatest Saiyan and that he was the elite. Personally, I genuinely felt like Vegeta let Cell absorb Android 18 because he thought, if I let Cell absorb Android 18 and I defeat him, then why would it matter? I mean, he didn't care about, Krillin and his reasons. He just wanted to take the victory. So I felt like if he would have just went ahead and defeated Cell, he wouldn't have cared if Cell absorbed 17, 18, or 16. He thought if he defeated Cell, everything would be cool. So if you made it this far, I've been going by a script all video, but these are just some off-note thoughts. I really kind of feel like Vegeta kind of wanted to be like Goku, especially when he learned he had a son. Maybe he saw Trunks as a successor, kind of like Goku saw Gohan. Or maybe he thought if he grew a family like Goku, he would grow stronger. Maybe a softer heart would make him stronger. That's why he says what he says to Goku during their second fight in the Buu arc. But I think he later realized that, you know, the key to his success was growing in his own way. Especially if you look at, you know, the Granola arc and you look at Ultra Ego. He was able to unlock a new power in his own way. But he also had to make some changes, like having Beerus as a teacher. And, you know, training with Goku and even fighting alongside Goku. Just a lot of changes he made within his life that led him to be the best fighter, the most complete fighter he can be. And some might even argue that he is stronger than Goku, which is a valid argument. I'm not sure. You guys can debate that in the comments. But he really did this in his own way. So in conclusion, I definitely want to say this. I do think Vegeta is very wrong for what he did in the Cell arc, but I don't think most people fully understand why he did it. Of course, it was never directly spoken about, but I do feel like you get to understand him more and more through his actions. He's a character I love because you get to see him do a full 180 in terms of how he views life and how he goes about it. Akira Toriyama did an amazing job at writing this character. He changed how he viewed life and how he goes about it, but he still didn't lose his pride and he still didn't lose what makes him the Prince of all Saiyans. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I would love if you guys like, comment, and subscribe. This is my first video, but I got so many more to come. I got anime content, I got fashion content, I got gaming content, I have streaming content. I got so much for you guys. I even have a clothing line dropping. So just stay on the lookout for my next video. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.